Houve o passe. A arbitragem que acaba sinalizando o de meta. O Fernando Torres. E a repetição do lance. E a reclamação do atacante do Barcelona. Porque não da sua carreira em comando do Barcelona. Garcia fica para trabalho por baixo. Passe por dentro para o Rashford. Sai com a bola dominada o Dias. Contra-ataque para o Real Madrid. Vinícius aberto pelo lado esquerdo. Já recebe na bola o Vini. Em velocidade dentro da área, bateu Vinícius. Primeira oportunidade em velocidade. O chute saiu mascado e o João Garcia fez a defesa. Lateral direito. O Bassi. Na bola. Chega Martin. Esse é o Cancelo. Já recebe na frente o Cancelo. Mas o passe por dentro para o Pedro. Segue no gol.
Vai salvar sozinho a Madrid.
Para o Eric Garcia. Parece ali em linha de fundo. É só tiro de meta. Se clique no claro. O primeiro era o clássico dele como técnico do Real Madrid. Muita experiência dentro de campo, é claro. Mas hoje vivendo a sua primeira experiência na feira. Do gramado como técnico do clube diante do maior rival. Traz Dias dentro da área. Perdeu a passada, briga pela bola. O time com o Fernando. Afasta na sequência o João Garcia. Deu certo o passe na frente. O Gabi, a bola ali dentro da área, conseguiu desarmar o Brahim. O Madrid chega já por 2 vezes. Do Real Madrid.
False information.
Garcia corta e afasta o perigo. Barcelona chega agora pela primeira vez. Gavi. Faz inversão lá do outro lado. Outra vez o Fermin. Toca curto para o João Cancelo. Para encarar a marcação do Trent. Pedalou, levou no fundo. O cruzamento fechado. O Ascenso pôs a cabeça na bola. No detalhe, o Ascenso ganhando então a vaga. Na última hora. Passamos dos 5 minutos. Aí Gerard Martin. Garcia. Rashford. Faz o tapa por dentro. Chega antes para tomar a bola o Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Escapa da falta. Faz o passe. Para mais reclamações do Barcelona. Vacilou o Tchouaméni, o Rashford tomou dele. E sinto de última hora entrou ligado o Asensio. Mais uma vez cortando. E me pareceu nesse lance acertando a arbitragem. Vai bater o tiro de meta do Real Madrid. Bate pra frente o goleiro. Quase 2 meses fora. O goleiro belga. Tchouaméni tentou roubar a bola, acabou acertando bem a falta pegada. O Bassi.
Barça, let me see the comment section. If you are a Barça, let me see.
Faz o passe no corredor.
Doggy Madrid.
Recebeu o passe, João Cancelo. Vai por dentro, Xavi. Barcelona no jogo. Rashford toca de primeira. Outra vez o Garcia. Ferran. Belo lance pra dentro da área. Tocado.
Ok, foul.
Nada da grande área. Falta pro
Foul
Barcelona.
on Ferran Torres. That's a foul on Ferran
Passo na
Torres.
risca da grande área. Você revê o lance. Uma jogada de habilidade do Ferran Torres. O toque do Rudiger.
That's a foul on
A
Ferran
falta
Torres.
perigosa pro Barcelona. Quase 8 minutos. Você acompanhando a visão do árbitro. Em primeira pessoa, o árbitro em cima do lance. Courtois.
Ó o Barça.
Grande chance na bola para o Barcelona. Rashford na bola. Expectativa do torcedor culé. Autorizada a cobrança. São 4 homens na barreira. Toma distância.
Ah,
Autorizada. Direito reto.
Rashford. Jesus. Rashford. Jesus. Jesus. Rashford. Jesus. Let me see.
Gol de Rashford! Gol que abre o caminho para uma das maiores festas já feitas nesse estádio! O Barcelona vai contando os minutos para o título espanhol!
Jesus.
Rashford no fim do gol de falta! Abre o placar antes dos 10 minutos!
Jesus. I was even thinking that. No, a clásico is for legend. Rashford.
Duas equipes fizeram. Eu esta pro Real Madrid, mas o Barcelona também. Quando o Real Madrid sobe, quando o Real Madrid se adianta,
Tap on the live so that I can use the tap on the screen.
Messi pela direita e a velocidade pelo centro de Ovo, de Gabi e Pedro. E o Madrid baixa o bloco, fica um pouco mais compacto para o Barcelona não tomar. O Ferran fez uma extraordinária e da boa. Acabou marcar a jornada ainda 12. Um desses 12 na Liga vai ter torcida do Barcelona fazendo vacina para os 30 milhões caso seja necessário.
O Real Madrid com Brahim Dias. Passe na frente.
Vinicius.
Já pra receber.
Vinicius. Hey.
Barcelona pede um toque no braço. Parece
That goal is crazy, man.
pro Real Madrid.
How can Rashford score that kind of goal once they have not played Man U?
Pro torcedor campeão vencedor. Abre o placar
Jesus.
nos 10 minutos.
Rashford amused me. He shocked me.
A festa vai ficando
choke me.
Agora na bola parada. Agita para a batida de escanteio Trent.
Alexander Arnold do corner.
E praticamente dentro da pequena área. Ao começar a batida, Arnold desviou na primeira trave. Subiu o Gonçalo. Essa bola toca no jogador do Barcelona.
Vou dar corner aqui para o Madrid.
É novo escanteio para o Madrid. Agora os jogadores. Aí cartão para o Chouameni, que tira a camisa. Ele dentro da área. Ele tirou, ele estava por baixo.
Guys, do my live.
Um lance curioso. Vamos ver a cobrança de escanteio agora do outro lado. Arnold. Tem a bola pro meio da área. Subiu.
Vou dar corner again.
É mais um. Nesse lance aí, Simão, os jogadores queriam um cartão amarelo pro francês. Ele saiu para o comportamento. O último tirando. Passamos dos 12 minutos. Limpando a área do rival depois. Um gol marcado pelo Rashford. Expectativa para a cobrança de escanteio do Arnold. Autorizada a cobrança, a bola vem aberta. Subiu o Chouameni. Estou por cima. É tiro direita para o João Garcia. Você está revendo a cobrança de falta. E o cartão de boas-vindas para o Courtois. O belga que não jogava há quase 2 meses. Essa nem o melhor goleiro do mundo.
Squeeze. Dá pro show.
Vai vencendo a clássico por 1-0. Ele. Na contramão, estava pressionado. Deixa mais atrás com o Cubarci. Outra vez o Barcelona vem um pouco.
Yes, they defeat the Madrid.
Cancelo faz o passe pro Ferran. Sai do concurso. Lá vem.
Courtois is back. And I don't know Champions League. They were in the Champions League. Courtois, I don't know.
What do you get? Primeiro gol do Rashford com na cara. E para esse calma. Zero para ele. Com o pé dentro. Nada na frente. Passa o capô. O jogador correu e saiu. A companhia do dia das espanhol grande jogo. Vai primeira vez estando diante do seu rival. Esse é o Courtois. A bola João Beren.
Okay.
espaço dele. Graças a isso.
Okay, I've seen it.
Much there for a foul, but it's good to see once again. You were talking about it. The third time that he was cleaning the ball, that one, and with Vinicius once again now in the last play. Chance.
Entry with a little cushion layoff.
I should stay out.
Seems to be gliding over the pitch. To me, such a
I don't know what to say. What else to say about him? So much talent there.
Daniel with the layoff. Torres!
Whoa! 2-0!
Brilliant from Barcelona.
2-0!
That's why they're
2-0!
to the Spanish.
Jesus! Ah, Madrid!
Good match for players.
Madrid! Madrid is the most disgraceful, useless. Madrid live have scored. Madrid live have scored. The only team now to do is Messi.
Everything from the first minute, you can see his reaction. Let's have a look once again about this fantastic play. Ball wide open, as you can see, fantastic run from Dani Olmo. Then he back again. Look at that contact, it's just fantastic. Torres got all the time in the side to move the ball. Fantastic goal, but again, so easy for the Barcelona players. Oh my God.
I got a fingers into it, but enough to keep it out. 21 Torres in his last six.
On the other, Monte. Team, possible play that's managing as a right back and the other will be something fantastic scores of the team.
By contrast, Barcelona have been, well, a picture centre of unity, really.
Real Madrid, shame. See, Real Madrid is playing rubbish. They are playing pure rubbish. Stay tuned, if they score, I will show you. And I will take it back. So stay on the live. Like, keep tapping your screen, tap on your screen, please. So that more people can see the live.
The Barcelona fans have already started the fiesta, haven't they? Some of them on their feet, singing, celebrating 2-0 up early on. What can Real Madrid do about this?
It's so much trouble for Real Madrid to be down to bring the ball to the middle of the park. There's no match really. The players just walking around, trying to wait for the ball to arrive. And like it's very difficult because Barcelona is very active with pressure every single time the Real Madrid makes a move.
Could be an opportunity here for Real Madrid.
Go! He missed it. I say, this Real Madrid are not serious. They are not serious at all. See the opportunity.
It's difficult to put it down. Gonzalo does a fantastic job going in front of Gerard Martin, but the contact
They are not serious.
that last bounce doesn't allow him to play back on the ball.
A serious club.
Eric Garcia looking to drop that ball in behind. It's a good ball as well.
Tap on your screen, guys. Tap on your screen. Tap on your screen. Madrid is on God.
What a challenge by Eric Garcia.
Eric Garcia saved the game.
That's twice in a minute. Real Madrid have exposed this Barcelona highlight.
Yeah, they were complaining about an offside that there is no offside at all already run from Jude Bellingham. Then he said Garcia. The last was arriving, standing there for a great save. Junior with that goal. Get the first one for Real
You guys should share the live now. Share the live.
Those runs to the back is the only way, but again we were talking about the pressure on the ball. Barcelona is missing that again.
It's another Trent corner.
Share the live. You are not sharing. You are not liking. I will not show the screen.
Come on, with support there, mate. Daniel, there will be a free kick.
It's not exactly a watch party if there's nothing to watch. Good thing Walmart Express delivery comes in as fast as an hour.
An hour? Who knew? Yeah, I got this.
Not on my watch.
Around here. All right. And these have been full of goals. Barcelona have won 4-0, 5-2, 4-3, 3-2 twice, and lost one earlier this season. Going into this matter of 31 goals between these two clubs. Extraordinary, really.
Fantastic lot of goals in this Barcelona. He's been fantastic in the last third, but also Real Madrid when they play against this Barcelona with a high line. Mbappe, he did a good job, and also Jude Bellingham he's been always important in this kind of matches.
Pedri. Always options, always movement ahead.
No, yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, I don't know.
Shame on Real Madrid. Real Madrid, shame on you.
Yeah, but so cross. Yeah, it was fun.
Haaland did well there. Worked for a few matches. Furious, but he didn't get the free kick he has now. He looks pumped up for this. Raheem looks pumped up for this.
I'm sure you get. I'm sure you score.
So it was out of there to the target.
Real Madrid will score.
Asensio. Almost too much time for him. Needed more from this game. Sure, when he gets La Liga title. Just to repeat, they've never achieved La Liga to win in a Clasico match before in the long history of the language.
It's a great match.
You know, it's a special game. I'd say hard trophy. Again, the Barcelona is working, is moving, and space behind. All
now for Barcelona.
new generation, new talented generation. Right now, moving so well, the ball, Real Madrid chasing shadows, beautiful if you don't put the whole team to pressure. This team is full of confidence. It's positive. So gets the space behind. So good. stop the attack. Give it back to today.
This match. Bellingham restarts again.
He's fast firing. After six times, very the user understood the situation. He's not having a time at the moment. He's receiving always on his back, not controlled, no scanning. It's beautiful.
Hey, Jamini.
Well, he's had a couple of attempts on goal. Another trolley described by Ali Moreno earlier as the middleweight champion of the world. I think the middle.
Say Jamini is middleweight champion.
Trying to get those balls, and I mean, he did not a good concept, but still a good option for Real Madrid after we saw the pass from Alexander Arnold.
And Garcia wanted a free kick.
You guys should follow me. If you follow me, I will show the match. Follow me, I will show the match.
And well, really, biggest match ever. Spanish players. Martin. And Lopez got there first. He thought he was caught as well, wanted a free kick too.
He was arriving first, he got the ball maybe too far away. It's very near.
It's the lively Brahim Diaz again.
Brahim Diaz is playing well.
At the World Cup. Frank Garcia to drive one across. Better for Real Madrid last couple of brilliant goal. Barcelona have scored today.
Now trying to keep the ball at base. Took a couple of plays there, the last two, as you mentioned here. Transitions from one side, switching the play from one side to the other side. That's how you remove the pressure from Barcelona.
You guys are not following me.
Wemby with a lovely spin. He's looking to remind Thomas Tuchel, the England head coach, of his qualities ahead of the selection. He's been out of favour with Tuchel so far. It's Gonzalo Garcia, that big chance, free kick given against him.
He opened his arm to control the ball. To Garcia, there is a magnet for hits on the face. Every single one, as you can see right there. Opening his arm and hitting on the face.
Back about Star Wars, the Mandalorian and Grogu, only in theatres and
No, actually I was talking to my kids yesterday. Yeah, I was watching.
You're just a big kid, really, too. So are we all. Is Gary?
Try to press a little bit higher. Then we get the ball. We get the Garcia's goal. We have a
Great goal. Very decent play. Defensively, was the rap against him. And despite his wonderful ability to strike a ball almost anywhere he pleases, he's not so great at the defensive side of the game. Well, today he has been.
very good. The two times that the Fermin Lopez has made a fantastic control towards area. Control the ball and pass, and look at that beautiful run of Castro, great pass from Fernando Torres, and I think he's the goal twice. A corner, great save. Was coming very low in second goal. From goal, Russell tries to land it. It was a great save by Courtois.
What a pass by Torres.
Courtois saved that ball shot.
Before that, all the pass, the control, the awareness. You know, if someone is coming, you make control away from it.
Barcelona corner.
Well, actually, there what you want is just to put it people.
There's another one that starts always string Barcelona. Oh, that's a gorgeous.
And then pass off to make that. Here we see the first little back of the winger, the right legs.
Some play. First goal classic since Leon in 2012 last
Goal. Position, the right side, the ball with a lot of power and difficult positions for the red, for the keeper, actually was no difference. I was at
worth reminding ourselves, Rashford is still a Manchester United player, officially. And of course, he was in a kind of footballing Siberia there before he's got the movie to Barcelona. Some very happy fans behind Marcus Rashford there. We probably, well, we can relax really. Doing a lot. Only need a draw anyway. Barcelona are threatened to add to those 2 goals. Portsmouth extra punch.
But if it's a different game here, probably Barcelona players will keep the ball more, they will try to find their option, not give it much, but it's Real Madrid. When you go it's like one of the few ones to you put them at 5 goals, why not? You know the goals, we still remember 6-2, we still remember the Gerard Piqué, so why not in this new generation of boys to use one of the results?
Madrid is worst.
I'm far away and I saw that that was late, it didn't touch it, but it was a referee. Yeah.
All the avenues to him have been cut quite a lot.
Stand position,
The ball got rather stuck under his feet.
was a good try by Eddie Garcia, the southern one off the knee low, very active down that side, trying to get the back of Trent and Asensio. He was too long. A ball, no chance for Madrid.
Almost just trying to hit the space there, thinking somebody occasion, but you could see the
But they were good. The ball, they can see there's a lot of space, but you rush the pass, you can miss it, and then you will give the opportunity for Real Madrid to have the ball again. Communication there between the referees.
movement ahead of him.
Minutes.
Around the world. Sure, the players must have reflected that they might have made a longer run than they did in the Champions League this season, beaten by Atletico Madrid. Clean sheet, first 2-0, and rightly well. Yeah.
The ball's active for Real Madrid every single time that he's in the ball. Makes quick run, but he's on his own. He's trying to find Vinicius Junior, but he's too far away. Jude Bellingham also is too far away. So every single time that he's in the ball, he's too far the first line of pressure. Bellingham is to the line,
game. And the classic over 6-22. Then we have the Madrid. Almost away. Here are the scenes of the world watch and unfortunately the Rashford first goal Barcelona very much box. Hello. Very
and helps prevent future buildup. Feel the difference with new Lipo Earwax Cleanser.
Excuses. Bless you.
I don't always think big. When I do, I stay thirsty, my friend. You are the game. So it's your endless. There's a day for the actions for the bar and elevated. So as you define what's possible, you deserve. Doesn't mean that is a constant shit of amazing.
The PGA of America, more than 30,000 strong. The golf professionals who love the game and dedicate their careers to helping us love it too. At Aronimink, 20 PGA of America pros step away from their golf facilities and into the spotlight as a player. Realize a dream. The world's best. And me. Team.
Your biggest intent versus Barcelona. Live 25 at a test. Hotel breakfast, air transit, city tour. Choose Madrid or with our .com.
week is Barcelona 2 example. So they will be goals from Barcelona. John Burley. Now stadium at the start. 1-0. Well, it's a little and to arguably the best in the world was absolutely fantastic from Marcus Rashford. I think you're right. Should love this. The way to play that between Iolo and Tom two. I'm trying to what a flip for highlighting. Just come to on that attack opportunity so let's see how it was this out now and claim really and truly we know they're going to win. The question mark is, do they find it tonight? Just to remind you, post by straight on Messi, the forgotten take here. 5-30. Question marks is now King. This is called English Rodriguez.
Gentle, dependent, it's made vegetable act. Depend. Also, these ants not you.
More than 30,000 strong. The golf professionals who love the game and dedicate their careers to helping us love it too. At Aronimi, 20 PGA of America pros step away from their golf facilities and into the spotlight as a player. This is their moment. Realize the dream. They taste the world's best. Join me for the cool financial team. Player every time. Saturday. Saturday showdown. You legendary.
Hi, I'm Ron. Just a regular guy who will answer your calls and actually help you with your self-service. We at Consumer Cellular felt left out of the big dirt road ad party, so here we are. I can't act, so I'll have to be straight with you. We have some things in common with Big Wireless. Access to one of the 5G all the latest devices. We're ranked #1 in customer satisfaction. They're just $35. Looks like we win. See how we can cut your bill. Call Consumer Cellular.
So handsome.
Oh, I can't buy this.
Whoa, whoa. You're
live on ESPN Plus. A full round of games midweek. Alaves taking on Barcelona's Real Madrid against Real Oviedo. Those games 3 p.m. It's the FA Cup final. Manchester City taking on Chelsea. You can watch that game live on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus at 9. Meanwhile, Barca here for complete control against Real.
First, you inspire us to chase understanding. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a touch of amazing. Player X buildup was frustrating. Then right new the revolutionary formula tells you wax 5 times faster and helps prevent future buildup.
Her size. My died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. And that's why having life insurance is so important to me. Even though you get insurance in minutes, 100% online, no medicals.
Check your price today. .com.
Registers on the
There are certain house will last to protect his just choice. All parents or village do the we've is that all year. Now need to stop here. Whether it's there, wall into the down to wait. There, and ignore it. Once you do that, then you can enjoy it. I'm not true now because when the what like space so go there.
Rashford the score report. He will into Barcelona. United can go lovely. Let me ask you something slow. I'm saying just is that the answer to reality? They got and I've got to thank some John Robbins. I think it could want us a little bit more less this week.
It'd be great for us. Fantastic drive.
Most certainly. So then against the at the camp now. We'll go back to the team. The second half of Luis Garcia and Ian Dark.
Real Madrid players have got plenty of thinking to do for this second half. I wonder maybe how at half time. Madrid players, more than one or two, didn't that interested.
I'm worried. Definitely, they don't look focused. They don't look like they're in the game. Of course, the season horrendous from them. I can understand the emotions and the you can see all the eyes in your eyes on the field, looking at the people when they are field is not running around or asking for the ball. It's a very tough situation. And it doesn't look like unity we can see right now between Fernando and they still second half to clean the score and to get a goal, try to this and talk about it in the next couple of weeks, but definitely increase the intensity, energy to change the situation.
2 goals, never in the Real Madrid come 2 goals down at half time. Extraordinary to 9. Take dramatic here to clinch downstairs. But don't you around
on the sides.
They might not made any substitutions.
Are kind of exposed to the well, let's see the changes will come. It does normally do it and quick, giving opportunity to the players who are he knows very well from the academy. We'll see if they have it.
kill a ball to Rashford. So Eric Garcia over. Grab his
What's up? Also, left side.
Kafia is back. Is it? I just saw someone like Kafia at home.
Right hand side. We have to start today. He's been over there.
Well, Chad very quickly realized he was
Kafia
decided to game. Then through here for the keeper, ball bounces. Cannot hold that ball. Also the win. We'll see by someone saying now the corner. Yeah, in the required line of the he says when the play pressure down on the fans. So performances already fouled. Carried on.
They are fighting.
It's all there's normally a like this in a Classico.
Frustration is there. Sense of playing. Keeps the ball. Was up behind. So they'll go comfortable. And they go break. Gets it. How in that situation
Classico before that. Not a that's why I'm on the day either. It's a little bit of a thing I see getting in that. Garcia. He was never made as many headlines in his career as he did this week. Not even when he scored that thunderbolt goal against England for France at the World Cup. Went Alexander Arnold, another immaculate ball. He goes down in the box and nobody's appealing, he stays there. They're very, very worried about him. Here the players, something happened. Players of both teams quickly waving the physios on. The let's this
All players there, start to come in. You know that that's not good when something like this happens. Hopefully, nothing much to worry. Also, on the sideline is Sekai waiting if Bellingham is to get away. It's not intentional, he's opening there. Yeah.
Like that. Bellingham like that.
Yeah. Means to quite quickly. Yeah, exactly.
That's the referees. As annoying and frustrating as it be for a player, he has to wait until waved back on by the referee.
Someone, oh, he thought that because it looks like he was waiting for a wave.
I think it was all a misunderstanding. The referee was in no doubt that he hadn't waved him back on. So that's where we are with that. Bellingham is in the book. That's a lovely ball to Torres. Oh, beautiful and Courtois away again. But some of these through balls from the players today, things of beauty.
Before there is Martin. Pass, great piece to the run of Ferran, right in the perfect position once again. He's done it 3 times. And Courtois once again, making the save.
The near post flick on that didn't work. But Barcelona are showing today why they are running away. Spanish.
Yeah, he made the run. He made the run just before the contact. Let's have a look at that beautiful touch. Great pace to the space. It's a very good control. He tried to maybe go it with the inside of the foot. You have to smash it right there. You are too close to swap.
Well, he's kept the score down, hasn't he? Thibaut Courtois. The turn inside, Camavinga brings it away. Vinicius doing a spinning behind here.
There's a good control by Vinicius Junior. Into the cut. And stop the counter-attack.
been little sign of that today at the end of this difficult week for the club.
Barcelona becomes
suppressing the goal. Barcelona are the youngest team in the league. Average age about 4.5. So they'll be able to put the players back on the pitch for most of the next season. They'll be a year more experienced as well.
difficult.
Group. Miscue, but does the job. Real Madrid into matches. The referee is not the NFL style going on in the season. A sad feature in recent times.
Second yellow card, and now finally we've been issuing the last corner. We cannot risk to be running down and he replays.
Ashford is out for Rafinha.
They're almost on the yellow, so that makes like that show well. Mikey coming off these wonderful goals and improve to these players. Turner the hamstring and letting go. Recovery. I might have been thinking going to knock the World Cup of Brazil as well. Be back. Barcelona. Pretty sure he will be for Brazil as well. In the United States.
That relationship with Hansi Flick is also for them to have because he didn't play because he's ready and he's Rafinha. Also talking about Rafinha and the relationship with Hansi Flick, having time to recover, play some minutes. If I was going to wait, why to
yeah, just about last week decided to give him another totally short. You'll know.
Kids started on the left as back, center back was it biggest
Barcelona. Patient. Maybe the cover. It's been a real live wire up front. Fermin. Rafinha wants to return with a goal. He's already got 19 seasons, even with the injury absence. He's overrun the ball dangerously. Pedri. Fermin. Really good block by Asensio. Barcelona threatening a third goal, which would really put this thing to bed tonight.
And the intention of Barcelona is to keep on going and run from a bit. He doesn't make a good contact, but he's Frankie de Jong and the shot from Fermin Lopez that he's been trying, but really Alexander Arnold and Asensio has control with that left side.
very satisfying feeling for Joan Laporta, re-elected as president a couple of months ago. And has negotiated his way through Barcelona's many financial problems, which have not entirely gone, he said.
Yeah, exactly that. With the good results, those things become easier to manage. 2 leagues in a row is quite a lot to continue. That the things will see going within it. That the Barcelona financial situation will get better and better.
Hansi Flick on the verge, it's reported, of signing a new deal which will keep him at the club till 2028.
I think eventually he doesn't want to manage again after Barcelona, so supporters are
It's quite a nice place to be, isn't it?
not a bad one.
Charming city, and there will be a fair bit of celebration drink consumed tonight. Trendy bars along La Rambla. If Barcelona go on to complete the job, which they very much look like doing.
Let's see here once again, Vinicius.
Taking on Cubarsio on that side. Referee.
Because feels that he died. There is a little bit of a knock, but I think that the Union does a little bit too much.
Thiago Pitach, the 18-year-old midfielder.
Keep reminding you that Madrid are more fitting Champions League.
Comes into the midfield. Player that Alvaro Arbeloa knows from his work with youth teams. Real. He was fast-tracked through to the first team. Vernon. Rafinha. That's a stretch for that. Garcia. Title winner with Manchester City as well as Barcelona. Off goes Fermin again. We've said that a few times today. Cancelo. Each one titles all over the place. Fell up with Pep Guardiola at the end of Manchester City. Not sure over what.
Barcelona without runs and Real Madrid with no intention to open up, to keep on running behind the ball, so Barcelona is moving the ball quite pleasantly. Now patient, no intention to do much, waiting for the opportunity to freeze on 1-1 like now with Rafinha.
Cuts some of that dangerous left foot of his. Pedri spreads it wide. Inside to Gavi. In fairness to Real Madrid, they are missing a lot of players at the moment, because you know about Valverde, Mbappe, Rodrigo's out, Mendy, Goulet, Ada Militao, Carvajal. It is a pretty long list.
It's a long list, and probably all those they will start in the 11 of Real Madrid.
But this is quite a depleted team that they put on the park today. Here's Fran Garcia. Asensio. Given away by Chouameni. Gets it back again. Bellingham. Chouameni couldn't quite gather it in. corner. This is going to be another trophyless season for Real Madrid. That'll be 2 in a row.
Doesn't sound good, or probably we are used to seeing Real Madrid challenging every single trophy. Champions League, one of their favourites, but in La Liga, I think in Barcelona, the last 10, 15 years, they've been one ahead of Real Madrid.
Looking at the flick on which they got. Came off a Barcelona head last. Corners the decision.
Brilliant deflection.
It's a great club. They will bounce back. Definitely, Real. They always have. But this is pretty low that they're on at the moment for sure. Again, it's gone a long way bouncing around in there. Here's Cancelo. Once again, I think the physios may have to come onto the pitch here. Alexander-Arnold.
It's a head-to-head. I know, I thought it was head-to-head with it. I saw his hand. Cancelo right there. I think there's not much. He goes to the shoulder a bit, but the referee decided, mentioned that it was in his head. I think that he didn't see what happened. Nothing there, so.
Cancelo's been a good pickup, hasn't he, for Barcelona? Coming in, he's a fullback who can play like a number 10.
Yeah, he's definitely an attacking player, and you can see when Barcelona concede goals or concede chances, you can see that he's exposed sometimes, but he's a real threat. He's very good with the ball. Can he also get Real Madrid?
Right, he has stolen the shot. Here's Gonzalo.
Even though that he's attacking this, he's done a great job. I mean, to replace Balde's already fit. He's been fit for 3-4 weeks, and still Cancelo in 11. That says something. Now, Ferran Torres are going to be replaced by Lewandowski and Bernal. And you haven't talked much about the midfielder who has recovered in a long period to become once again the number 6 of this Barcelona side. Ferran Torres is scoring a fantastic goal today, great effort. I think he has done a great job as a number 9, holding the ball, making the runs, good help for the team. But for me, Gavi today also has been splendid.
Yeah. As we said, good to see him back. He's
looking sharp. The celebration with Hansi Flick, and I think he's been outstanding today. And of course, he's on the way of trying to get involved into the World Cup with Spain.
They're shortly going to bring on Franco Mastantuono as well. Before this corner taken by Trent. Hooked away by Vermin. Rafinha, what a first slash that was. Good recovery. Really was by Frank Garcia. Worth a watch later on. Messi, the forgotten tape tonight, 5:30 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the ESPN app. Revelations about Spain and Argentina's tug of war for his services. Picks it up, looking to continue his hot streak in terms of goal scoring. Vinicius. Pedri with a nasty little knock. We're getting so close to the World Cup now that all the players who are due to play, and it will be starting to get a little worried that they don't pick up a nasty injury in these last few weeks.
Hamstring, calf, these kind of injuries are dangerous. We go away for 3-4 weeks. And can be replaced, so yeah. I think I'll change for Real Madrid. Getting some minutes in the left side. Not the best season for the young Argentinian.
Cesar Palacios has come on as well, 21-year-old midfield player. Just his fourth appearance in La Liga.
To your play, Marquinhos was great as before. He's been in the academy, in the second team with Arbeloa. He knows them very well, given the opportunity a few times this season. For necessity and also because he believes that he's the new generation that has to come here.
Vinicius is dreaming of getting on the end of that, but it is only a dream.
We've seen that pass 3-4 times today with Arnold, face John Garcia, without luck.
Martin, who's been generally immaculate back there. Cancelo, Fernie. Got his head up, looking for Rafinha's run.
Last 10 minutes for Barcelona to leave the trophy of La Liga. You're going to see some celebrations here later on the streets for Real Madrid. Last 10 minutes to try to avoid that. I'm not sure if it's going to happen because they will win.
I don't think they'll be hanging around in Barcelona. Coach might be on his way to the airport quite sharply without Trent Alexander-Arnold's frustration spoil over. He gets a yellow card.
I think he's the first the Clásico for Trent Alexander-Arnold, so he might get used to it.
And Rafinha too on his return goes into the referee's notebook. That's what he didn't like. And Rafinha made quite a lot of it. Yeah. Not too many marks for artistic impression. Well, Rafinha made his case eloquently, but to no avail. The party has started around the Camp Nou. In truth, it started after about 20 minutes. Nastantuano here, trying for over $50 million. Here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Oh, he tried to score a sneaky one there. Just pass it in. But Courtois was alive to it, as he has been to most things. Didn't really have a chance with either of the goals.
Rafinha is back into the field. And he wants his opportunity to score a goal again against Real Madrid. It's always special. Just the game, and of course scoring a goal.
Barcelona on the verge of history, winning a title on the day of a Clásico. They've also set a record by 18 straight home La Liga wins. Previously set in the mid-80s by Real Madrid. literally invincible on their own patch. Of course, this has been the season they've returned home.
Definitely. I think the Barcelona has been the most consistent, more aggressive. Let's see this one. From De Jong.
De Jong. Lewandowski. Saved again by Courtois. Lewandowski denied because he can make history today and become the oldest ever scorer in a Clasico, a record held by the great Alfredo Di Stefano, who played in the 50s and 60s.
And I think he had that in his head because Fermin Lopez was totally free next to him. He just tapped it in, was complaining, and he apologized. He knows this teammate next to him. But again, it's El Clásico, it's Barcelona against Real Madrid, and if you can score a goal, go for it.
He did. He backed him. That's too long for everybody. Stays 2-0, but this will do Barcelona just nicely.
Great recovery there. Right back in Yo. Sharp again with the fitness. Has the chance of Rafinha with the right foot on the best contact.
Bernal, the elegant midfield player, has had his injury problems, but is back in harness now. It's a tough team to get into, though. Frankie de Jong can't get back in after his injury even. Trent Alexander-Arnold with a little Palacios, it is with a chance, but wouldn't sit down for him.
Too many bounces for the young player. Need to control the ball and put it back to the pitch as soon as possible if you allow it to bounce. Takes time. The ball to go down and take a good contact. It's a good pass from Alexander once again with the outside of the foot. You need to control that ball quicker.
Rafinha. Skip past one challenge, not past the second.
I think that some of the players of Barcelona, they are getting a little bit too hot.
A rueful look from Bellingham. Fermin is the player down here. To be fair to Real Madrid, the headlines they won't like all week. They have shown some fight and pride in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. We were expecting something like this, at least to see in front of him that is proud and comes to a fight. And we've seen a little bit of it. El Clásico is a special game, always is, it doesn't matter where you are, you know that in the end you're going to have your opportunities, your chances. They gave every single thing, and it always was a little bit frustrated because he didn't have any option of scoring. A few times he was free to receive the ball, and you could see fighting with Alexander-Arnold, who I think did a good job right there in the right side.
Fermin, who was superb, I thought, today, comes off, deserves the rest. And Alex Valde has been out of favour, really. Some stories that he might be for sale. He comes on for the closing stages here with a pat from his coach as he came on. I mean, whatever happens at Real Madrid, I think Florentino, the president, has got to put a stop to the player power, because it did for Xabi Alonso, he's probably going to do for Arbeloa and everything that's happened this week. So the new boss, whoever that is, Jose Mourinho, whoever, needs maximum backing.
Yeah, exactly. I think the most important thing is that anyone who they decide to bring on the field, they feel support, and that every decision that they make is backed up by the board, by the president. That's how you really make a strong dressing room. The respect into the dressing room, the respect on the field, it has to be always there.
Hard to remember that Real Madrid won 13 of their first 14 games in all competitions this season under Xabi Alonso. Then it started to go wrong, and the stories of some players being discontented started to surface, and it all ended with him losing his job. Vinicius. Some great work today. De Jong, the first release, right.
Doesn't want to miss the opportunity of the celebration. He was really good. He was really great. He was on the way with teammates on around. I'm sure that he's really missing to not be on the field today.
I think you can he's played his part all right.
I think he's done a great job.